I just talked with Mike from Future Thinkers for about an hour. It was a really great conversation. I just wanted to put to record what we talked about. Because I'm choosing in the private space to interact with people who have some degree of institutional power, that I think there should be some accountability to those conversations and what we said and why, for people who feel like they should have an insight to the progress that's happening in this game B space but aren't really being included in it. And a lot of it was me contextualizing my work with cognicism without actually explaining what cognicism is. He didn't really seem to know who I was. It seemed more that he was making the connection because my girlfriend Roxy is connected with them through the DSS. So it was just like probably happening because just that connection, not necessarily because of the ideas that I was bringing forward to the table. But the more we talked, the more it was clear that there was a great level of alignment on both sides about how we were thinking about the world. And so I think two themes that I think that we really resonated together on were the idea of the need for art and music and creation in terms of systems change, right? Because, I have this manifesto and I have this system, but I'm a singer-songwriter primarily. Like that's the route through which I'm trying to express these ideas. And so there's this alignment that memes need to be created and art needs to be created that expresses these ideas and is able to rapidly spread through the mimetic space, like all of our neocortex is connected. The other topic was the same division that came down on the people who met up about Game B in 2012, which I call the Avengers of Sense Making, of the Jim Rutt and the Jordan Hall and the Thor guy and whatever. What Jim says is that they fractured because there was a disagreement about whether the focus should be on personal self-development or whether it should be on new institutions. And you guys know that in my video I allude to, I say, ¿por qué no los dos? Like that taco commercial. Just saying, like, why not both? Because from my perception, that cognicism comes from a place of both, because the first way that I interfaced with the ideas were through a space of personal development, because it was only interacting with my own personal truth over time. I was only reflecting on things that directly affected me at first. And then gradually it started to expand and be related to the world at large, right? And so there's definitely, I think, a theme of what he was trying to communicate to me was that he was leaning more towards the personal development aspect of it instead of the institution. And I'm just both, right? Why can't we have tools that help us become more integrated with our own selves and our own minds over time, and our own representations of truth over time? If you give people the tools that they need to see their cognitive dissonance and where they hold discongruent beliefs over time, so that they become more in alignment and their sort of the structure of their connectome and the way that their brain interfaces with itself becomes more efficient and aligned, that is a really good thing. But it's still like an outside thing. It's an institutional thing. You're giving people literal software to interface with not only their own perception of truth over time, but the perception of the truth of the community that they live in, and they're trying to work and trying to do good work with these people. I can't think of a third theme of the conversation. I think I will do this for my future conversations with people, and that I will summarize them after the calls and make it public in some regard, except for things that they explicitly are like, this private. I don't want them to know about my toe fungus. I'm like, okay, I won't tell them about your toe fungus.